On the way to the cross, Jesus took many side trips in order to personally show us the way, the truth, and the life.
On the way to the cross, Jesus gathered 12 students. He called each one of them by name and said to them, "Come and follow me."
On the way to the cross, Jesus was traveling down the road to go and heal a sick child when a woman needing healing of her own touched his robe. Even though he was pressed for time, Jesus stopped and turned and asked, "Who touched me?" And this shy, apologetic woman stepped out from the crowd, and she received the shock of her life when the Son of God made it personal and told her, "Woman, because of your faith, you are healed."
On the way to the cross, Jesus went out of his way to comfort the hurting family of Lazarus. His compassion was astounding, and Jesus wept. But it didn't stop there. He called for him, "Lazarus, come out." And that's exactly what he did. Lazarus came out alive and well. He called him by name. You don't get much more personal than that.
On the way to the cross, Jesus encountered a religious leader who tried to stump him by asking him the question, "What is the greatest of all the commandments?" And Jesus gave a clear, simple answer that we can personally use as a blueprint to live by, even to this day. Love God with everything that you have, and love others the way you would love yourself.
On the way to the cross, for just 30 silver coins, Judas betrayed Jesus with a kiss. Yet in the midst of being personally attacked, Jesus still called Judas friend. The guards gathered, and the long night began.
On the way to the cross, Jesus was arrested. He was put on trial illegally. And while he was beaten and whipped and spit upon, he listened. He listened as they hurled insults at his majestic claim. The angry mob, they made it very personal.
On the way to the cross, Jesus would feel the weight of that cross, accomplishing his personal destiny by doing the will of his Father.
On the cross, Jesus' hands and feet were nailed to the cross. But yet, while he was on the cross, he personally prayed for those who were hurting him.
On the cross, Jesus would hang and suffer for 6 hours, and then he would die. The perfect person, the perfect sacrifice.
The cross seemed like a personal victory for those who opposed Jesus.
The cross seemed like personal tragedy for those who followed Jesus.
After the cross, they took his body and they laid it into a tomb. But the grave, it couldn't hold Jesus.
He arose live and well. Jesus paid our price and offers you and me eternal life.
Will you let the story of the cross go in one ear and out the other when it comes to the claims of Christ and what he did for you?
Or will you make it personal?